that frosty season, as he trudged the shores of Klamath and Tule Lakes, he came to regard the region as the greatest rendezvous for ducks he'd ever seen. Most times he couldn't begin to count them, so densely did they cloud the skies with their dark, fluttering wings. And as he tracked them with Axel, learned the trade, and got to know the man, he understood that the thrill of the hunt was likely the only thing he and his cohort had in common. Axel had but 3 years of schooling and couldn't add 2 apples if he held them in his hands. Yet he knew more about stalking birds than Finn would have imagined. Axel told Finn how as a boy he'd scoured the mangroves of Florida, gone up to the Carolinas and back down again. From there he'd hit the sunplans of Arkansas, and now here he was, roaming the lakes of Oregon and California.
I'm trapped between a male lion and a pride of lionesses, probably with young. And I'm thinking, okay, I've got a choice. I can go back and confront the big boy on the open plain and do a gladiator scene, and hopefully my guest is up there on the elevator thing, recording the whole thing, and I'll make YouTube. Or I can try and take a chance and go through the thick bush, and that would probably be the most foolish thing to do, but it's closest to the car. So I decide to go through that thick bush, and as I'm going through that thick bush, I hear it. And the bush is so thick, and I'm trying to get a fix on where this animal is coming, where this animal is coming. And then I see this just at the top of this black tail, and it's literally 20 feet in front of me in the bush. And I glance behind me over my left shoulder, and I can see that male lion is just coming, just padding along towards me. And my experience, if there'd been 2 of us, I would have been okay, because we're trained as game rangers to have somebody grab your belt, you face the lion, or face the lions, and that person pulls you back, looking where the bushes are, and gets you through all the bushes. So you don't need to focus on where you're walking. He's getting you through the bush. I didn't have anybody. So I back into this thorn tree, and thorns all over me, and I'm trying to go sideways, past the group of lions in front of me here, with the male lion behind me here. My hair is literally standing up in the back of my head like this. Because that's what it sounded like as she came at me. Through the thick bush, weaving, I hardly saw her. She was just a blur. And she comes at me and I'm shouting at her, "Hey! Get away! Hey, get away! Hey, get away!" And I'm shouting back at the male lion, "You too, get away!" And she stops. Sprays dust and sand all over me, but she stops. It's a mock charge. And she retreats back. And I inch a little bit further across, thick bush everywhere. And the male lion now comes really close. So I've got the male and I've got the females.